And good morning, evening, or afternoon. I am Skeptically Speaking.
And I am Sweet Pea from across the pond.
And this is the Skeptically Speaking show. Good morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on what part of the globe you're on and what time zone you are in. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky, Discord, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, and now Substack. I think I got them all this time.
Yes, you did. Yay.
I get a cookie. If you want more independent media in your life, please consider supporting the show. Support us on Cash App, Venmo, Patreon. Links will be in the description. Please like and subscribe. Also, we're raising funds for the well-read black girl on Instagram, TikTok. She's on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm going to tag her in the video description just to make sure that, you know, she gets an inclusion. I want her to know that we are still thinking of her and she's not just somebody we used to know that we raised money for. This is a woman who has been targeted by white supremacists, a digital lynch mob, if you will. A bunch of Nazis on TikTok decided they didn't like what she had to say. And they dead-ass doxed her, called her job, manufactured a bunch of lies, included an edited video or two, and got her fired. No investigation into whether the claims are true. They just fired her because that's how what they do in this country. They decide they're going to, dox you and get you fired. And also, there's an epidemic of black women who are being fired systematically. Over 300,000 black women have been targeted in the last 5 or 6 years. And it's surgical. This is surgical precision, what they are doing. And we need to let them know that we do not give a fuck what they think. We don't care. Truth will be spoken, whether you like it or not. And that's what these maggots need to get through their thick skulls. We're not going to just sit back and let you take out one of our own. The well-read black girl spoke truth to power, and she continues to do that, and I hope she does. And we need to make her whole. We need to put our money where our mouth is and help her out. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of butthurt right-wing fascist fuckwits and assorted Dunning-Krugers, morons, miscreants, and misfits that they'll keep pushing. They're like little raptors that keep testing the electrical fence, if you will, if I may be permitted a Jurassic Park reference. How are you doing, Sweet Pea?
I'm doing okay, apart from getting my ears blasted off by the firearm. I'm so sorry about that. I hit mute as soon as I could.
Thank you for that. I was actually looking for the mute. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, same. Did you see my face? I was like full panic mode. I was like, oh, mute. So I do apologize about that. But I'm doing good. How are you doing, skeptically?
That's how I'm doing. Did you see the banner? What's the name of the show? That's how I'm doing. We are dealing with radioactive fucking shrimp. That's how I'm doing. I mean,
do you think that J.F. Kennedy put Homer Simpson in charge of food production, so it's now ended up radioactive?
I hate to admit it. I hate to admit this, but Homer Simpson would be a step up in this instance. I mean, this is beyond fucked. This is beyond insane.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. And it made it on a t-shirt. It's already on a t-shirt. They have t-shirts. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I may have added one to my cart. Don't judge me. Once you hear the song associated with, you'll understand. I wanted to give you an update first. Oh, before we get into that, um, people are dying from cow manure. Of all the things that we associate death with, cow manure isn't one of them. Cow manure just killed 6 workers on a dairy farm. 6 workers. And it happens
Oh
a
my
lot more
God.
than we like to think. So, according to Vox, oh, God damn it, they just shut me off. I can't even read their article. But yeah, they just shut me off. I cannot read unless I have membership in their article. Just like that. I
Mm.
had it queued up, ready to go, and they said, nope, you have to be a full fledged member.
Yeah, they done that to me, so I wasn't very ladylike, and I was like, "Fuck you," then.
Yeah, okay. Two can play that game. I'm going to put it in another, put in a search and see if I can pull up another article because I don't think, yeah, there's Vox again. Let me just get rid of that. That would probably help. OSHA is investigating the death of 6 workers at a dairy farm in Keansburg. Let's see if I can pull that up. So this is CPR News. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is investigating the accident that killed six Hispanic men at a dairy farm near Keansburg last week. No other OSHA investigation has been done at the dairy farm in the last 10 years. 4 of the 6 victims were related by blood or marriage. So one person fell into a pit that or a container that was designed to hold cow manure. The gases from this manure act quickly in a contained area. It will literally render you unconscious almost immediately. 5 other people went in to get him out. All 5 of them died, and the supervisor was warning them, "Hey, please, 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 don't go in there. You can't help him now." One of the victims was a 17-year-old senior.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, a professor of occupational medicine, San Francisco, said the officer could have helped with science and in the investigation, providing guidance, the types of toxic exposures that can happen on dairy farms. So there are no procedures on dairy farms that handle situations like this to prevent it. One person I think last year or earlier this year, dropped a tool in a manure pit, went down to get it, and it killed him.
Mm.
This, yeah, cow manure, the gases from cow manure is extremely toxic. Hydrogen sulfide gas is what killed them. I'm starting to see
Yeah.
why they said that cow farts are basically causing global warming because we have so many cows used for processing, for meat, for milk, for cheese, for dairy, everything you can think of. Um, yeah, that's just on one farm. Now imagine thousands of such
Gross.
farms with of such yeah, and it's releasing all of this gas into the atmosphere.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, so at the farm where multiple cows are corralled close together with metal slots separating them, whether that is in the fact the cause will be indicated in a toxicology report. Once the autopsy is complete, that will finish their investigation. If the gas was hydrogen sulfide, which smells like rotten eggs, Harrison said that there'd be no other source for it on a dairy farm besides decomposing cow manure. So basically, they said the toxicology report will be part of the autopsy that won't be available for 10 to 12 weeks. Shit. I mean,
Gross.
yeah.
Those poor people.
Yeah. And according to the
Mike,
Vox, go ahead.
I have a question. Considering how dangerous that is, why wasn't that place properly locked and secured with safety measures in place to make sure nobody can fall in or go in? Well, why wasn't there proper safety message put in place?
Dairy farms are usually run on shoestring budgets. It's not like a corporation. That's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of these safety measures, unless they're instituted and put in place by the government, or they're probably not going to be put in at all. A lot of these small farmers, especially, yeah, a contractor was working underground in a manure pit. Underground, he had no ventilation, nothing. I mean, if
not
he
right.
had, yeah. Oh my God.
I understand they're on a shoestring budget, but they need to be putting at least some safety measures in place to make sure this doesn't happen again. This shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Yeah, maybe a manure pit underground is not the best
A good idea? No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah,
That would be like
a GoFundMe page has been set up by the local community fundraiser, aims to alleviate the financial strains on the affected families by covering funeral expenses, memorial arrangements, and other immediate needs. Yeah, because usually when you work on a farm, if you're getting minimum wage, you're doing well.
You barely make it. Yeah. I think it's highly dangerous putting manure pits underground. That'd be like going exploring the underground places that they've put the toxic material from Chernobyl and Fukushima. You know, you don't explore those places.
Yeah. Now they have they're actually starting to make safety videos for dairy farmers to watch and to show the employees. I mean, a lot of these farmers, I don't know, maybe it's an educational thing. They're not seeing it, so therefore it doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the video is like 2 minutes long. That's interesting. I wonder if it's available. You want to see? I don't know if I can show it.
Gonna.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's a 2 minute video. Okay, I'm not going to play it because you can't hear it. And neither can any of you. But yeah, so yeah, that's happening. It's sad. It really is. And not only that, so we're moving on to first human case of flesh-eating screwworm parasite confirmed in the US. Yeah, because we need more of this because we haven't been punished enough. We've got absolute morons and despots running our government agencies. And so, yeah, of course, we have the first human case of a flesh-eating parasite infestation has been confirmed in the U.S. New World screwworm myiasis was found in a patient who returned to the U.S. from El Salvador. The Department of Health and Human Services said on Monday the case was confirmed August 4th. Let me see if I can bring this around so I'm not looking over my shoulder at this. Let's see. Center for Disease Control worked with Maryland's health department to investigate the case. HHS spokesman Andrew Nixon said it is the first human case of travel-associated myiasis from an outbreak-affected country identified in the U.S. Devastating pest which feeds on live tissue is usually found in South America and the Caribbean. All right. Despite efforts to halt its spread north, cases have now been confirmed in every Central American country, in addition to the U.S. and Mexico. So another reason for right-wingers to, instead of trying to address this issue, they are going to scream about the border and say, we need to close the border now. The USDA's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service says it has partnered with agricultural agencies, blah, blah, blah. When NWS fly larvae maggots burrow into the flesh of a living animal, they cause serious, often deadly damage to the animal. NWS can infest livestock, pets, wildlife, occasional birds, and in rare cases, people. So birds which migrate, birds can literally migrate from South America, fly over that stupid retarded wall that's been painted black, and we need to talk about that in the next show. Oh my fucking God. Okay. So they're going to swim. They're going to fly over this black wall into the U.S. anyway. And then the border will be closed. And everyone will be like, see, we got the border closed. And cases are still going to spread, of course. Screwworm outbreak in livestock could have severe economic impacts, threatening more than $100 billion in economic activity tied to the cattle and livestock industry. So, yes, another plague. Yes, please bring it on. USA Today has another.
Can we just grab a load of blowtorches and burn the myosis? Kill them dead, burn them, cremate them.
Yeah. Human cases are rare, but Jesus Christ, it's making its way north.
Freaky.
Yeah. And the U.S. cattle industry has been hit hard by the Trump tax. Or the Trump illegal taxation without representation, also known as tariffs. And yeah, I'm looking at this screwworm. It looks like one of those fish worms, you know, those wax worms you use for fishing. That's what this reminds me of.
Freaky. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Also,
it's a species of a parasitic fly.
And speaking about flesh-eating diseases, isn't that exactly what Trump and his administration are to the world at the moment? A flesh-eating disease that needs to be stomped out and got rid of?
Pretty much. Yep. That's the world today. That's great. Well, hell has indeed frozen over. You're never going to guess. You'll never guess in a million years. A Fox News host is calling for stricter gun laws live on air after the Minnesota shooting. Unbelievable.
They still have a job?
Well, considering who it is, yeah. It's Trey Gowdy. You probably don't. That name's probably not going to ring a bell. People who were following the Obama administration in its early days know Trey Gowdy very well, because this fuckwit was in charge of investigating corruption in the Biden or in the Trump Obama administration.
I can hear Trump now. Obama.
Yeah. Trey Gowdy. South Carolina Representative Trey Gowdy. Now, you know he's going to be called a communist sympathizer now. Questioned stricter gun control legislation when he was in office and took money from the National Rifle Association. If you want to know why Republicans never speak on the gun issue, is because they are bought and paid for by the gun lobby, also known as the NRA. But NRA is literally small potatoes in comparison to other even bigger organizations that trumpet unrestricted access to firearms. But live on air Wednesday, in the wake of the deadly shooting in Minnesota, he appeared to have a change of heart. It's not going to last long. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Let me see if I can do his voice. We're going to have a conversation of freedom versus protecting children, he told the hosts of Fox News Outnumbered after a gunman fired bullets into a back-to-school mass, killing 2 young children, injuring 17 others. Charming. I mean, how many school shootings does it take before we're going to have a conversation about firearms, keeping the firearms out? He continued, echoing calls for gun violence prevention groups. Shooters are often white males, he also pointed out. No.
Oh, my God. How long have we been telling them?
Hell has frozen over. It rained, defrosted, and then refroze again. He points out that the shooters are white males. Yes. The show host questioned his stance. Lisa Booth suggested there was already enough laws in the books to protect people from gun violence. She's a dumbass, but that's okay. Rachel Campus Duffy offered more policing in schools and suggested antidepressants were to blame, echoing the baseless claim made by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Brainworm Kennedy. But Gowdy wasn't done. He pushed back. You know what he said? What does it say about our culture that everywhere you go, you have to have a cop to keep you alive? We've got to decide whether or not we want to live like this. Crowdy, who hosts Fox News Sunday Night in America, wasn't so vocal on gun control when he served in the House from 2011, Obama, to 2019. During a CBS News appearance in the wake of 2018's Parkland shooting, Dowdy dismissed the idea of focusing on bans on assault-style weapons, saying he'd seen people use everything from shovels to bricks to rope to hands to kill people when he was a federal prosecutor. You're equally dead. Really?
So
a magical shovel could kill 2 people and injure 17 others in the span of what? 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, he knew that argument was full of shit. He did.
So he couldn't say nothing. Yes. So he couldn't say nothing during Trump's first administration during 2018.
Nope.
Not one blip. Nothing about the gun violence that was going on at that time. But only now, after thousands of innocent children that have died due to gun violence.
The only way to stop it is to identify the shooter ahead of time and keep the weapons out of their hands. That sounds like gun control. Oh, no. He's gone over to the dark side. Really?
Now, my question to him is he actually going to admit that most of these shooters are white, cis, Republican males?
We're going to have a conversation of freedom versus protecting children. Well, see, the way he frames it is still wrong. It's not freedom versus protecting children. Now he's destroying the argument because no one is going to give up freedom to protect children, not these maggots. No. The idea is not freedom versus protecting children. It's keeping guns out of the hands of these people. I mean, how many school shootings does it take before we're going to have a conversation about keeping firearms out? He said, not finishing the statement, as he went on to observe that the overwhelming majority of mass shooters are white men. It's always a young white male, almost always. I mean...
You think? But every other person... No, but every other person gets blamed when it is actually white males that are doing it. I'm Republican. white males are my dad.
Yeah. And guess what these MAGAs are saying? Gowdy's comments sparked outrage online from MAGA, which flooded X with calls of his firing from Fox News. Quote, Trey Gowdy hates you and wants to take your guns, wrote MAGA provocateur Mike Cernovich. Also accused him of pushing for gun control and anti-white hatred. Shameful, said the Florida-based pro-Trump personality Eric Daugherty.
I'm sorry, but since when has saying about getting gun control being sort of anti-white?
Admitting that it is a white people problem is considered anti-white hate.
See, now I don't get that. It's just...
Yep.
I get, yeah, it's a big problem. It is a big problem, but it's not anti-white hate because it's the truth.
Let's look at how strong our gun laws are. California, New York, Illinois, Connecticut, Hawaii, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Maryland, all in the top 8. And then the rest, Washington, Oregon, Colorado, Delaware, Rhode Island, Minnesota, and it goes on from there. But you can see where your state ranks. And also, let's look at the polls. What gun legislation do Americans support? 89%. They want increased mental health funding. Isn't it amazing? MAGA always points to mental health. It's a mental health issue. And then when asked, they won't do anything about mental health.
It's because they're performative assholes.
Yeah. They will not increase funding. They don't want to have anything to do with it. 83%. They want required background checks for private and gun show sales. Private and gun show sales are exempt from background checks in quite a few states. Create a national red flag law. That means if somebody is if they're exhibiting chaotic, insane behavior, they get their guns taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically. They get their guns taken away, and they have to show that they're of sound mind to get them back. Required a license before gun purchase, 72%. Banned the sale of high-capacity magazines, that's 61%. Pretty low, but still. Ban the sale of semi-automatic weapons, that's 57%. Create a mandatory assault weapon buyback program, 45%. 46% oppose. Allow school teachers to carry guns. No fucking way. Only 37% approve and 57% disapprove. Arming teachers is not going to make classrooms any safer, especially if that teacher is having a bad day. All it takes. How long does it take for a good guy with a gun to become a bad guy with a gun?
2 seconds. Also, can I just say a little disclaimer just for our viewers? Yes, we understand these polls are from 2019. We will, we do understand that, but we're just using them as examples.
PBS NewsHour. I wonder what they are today.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Gun protests. Yeah, a lot of people are sick and tired. You see how young these girls are in the front? These are high schoolers. And these are people who've actually grown up. This is in Washington, D.C. You can see the D.C. monument. Yeah, these kids, or maybe young adults by this time, they've been through it. They have been through it. They've been through shooting drills. Some of them may have even experienced a actual shooting.
I'm going to send you an up-to-date legislature, okay?
Yeah, that's okay. If we're not able to get to it, not to worry. But gun control now,
Yes.
yes, we need gun control now. Let's stop with the
Yeah. Yeah.
ridiculousness.
Set.
Where'd you send it?
To the show chat Google.
Okay. Oof, that's a big graph.
It
Yeah,
is. I got a smaller one here. I just
the
realized
leading
how big that
states.
was.
Okay, but this is for gun law strengths. How strong are the gun control laws of January 2025? The lowest one on
Oh,
deck is, man, I can't even read that. It's so small. Yeah, I can't read that. Arkansas, then you go back down. It's
so
yeah.
I can read these for you. You've got California, Massachusetts, Illinois, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Hawaii, Maryland, Washington, Colorado, Delaware, Oregon, Rhode Island, Minnesota, Virginia, New Mexico, Vermont, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, Florida, Maine, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Nebraska, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee.
Okay, stop right there. Idaho. Stop right there. Idaho, Mississippi, Arkansas, Montana, Georgia, South Dakota, Wyoming, Arizona, Oklahoma. Those are those are at the bottom. Those are at the bottom.
Yeah, along with Kentucky, Alaska, Wyoming, Georgia,
I have a
Montana,
question.
Arkansas.
What do you think would
Idaho's right
happen?
down the bottom.
Yep. What would you think would happen if Trump supporters got as angry about school shootings like they do about the Cracker Barrel logo change?
We'd
Can
have
you
new gun laws
imagine?
and legislations in place within the week.
I mean, mass shootings would decline by 43%.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when we had the assault weapons ban in the 1990s. Yeah.
Yep.
Robert Reich on Blue Sky. If someone tells you there's nothing we can do about gun violence beyond thoughts and prayers, remind them. Gun laws in other countries have prevented mass shootings. More guns don't make us safer. A majority of Americans want gun reform. We do not have to live like this. Exactly. This is a choice. If you want to see gun laws change, stop voting Republican. They are bought and paid for. They're bought off. Real quickly, Betty Bowers. Little kids are having to use their bodies to shield friends from gunfire while armed soldiers are busy picking up trash in Washington, D.C. I'll finish that thought. This was on Blue Sky. Yeah. Yeah. Yepper. We've got armed soldiers marching through streets, picking up trash, planting whatever the bullshit fuck whatever. And we can't do anything about mass shootings. We can't do anything about it. Misplaced priorities. Yeah, so stay posted. Stay posted. Watch the space because we're going to, and I tell you, after this one, you're going to start seeing a few more. There's going to be a copycat effect, basically, is what that is. But yeah, that's what we have. And it's just another manic Monday. Another shooting in America. What's new? Again, this is why the tourism industry is suffering because people don't want to come here. They're not safe. In fact, there are travel advisories on coming to the United States, especially Republican right-wing controlled states. Students from other countries are being warned not to come to school here because of how unsafe it is. Because we refuse to do anything about the gun laws and unrestricted access to firearms. We just Yeah, it's just it doesn't matter. It's not a priority. Why should we why should we care about our kids, right? We claim to care so much about them. So if that's the case, if we care so much for our kids, why are we issuing bulletproof backpacks and blankets for them to cover up in? We're sending our kids to war zones, is what we're doing.
I sent you
Anyway.
something that you might find interesting.
Will it be interesting?
Yeah, eye-opening. More eye-opening and interesting.
All right. You know what?
But it's updated.
Let's do this. On our next show, we'll include this in our miscellaneous news. We're still on the miscellaneous news. We haven't even gotten to the main subject. Radioactive shrimp. And we're just now getting into it. Yeah. More frozen shrimp recalled for possible radioactive contamination. This was done by a Walmart brand. Yeah, you read that correctly. A Walmart brand has tested positive. The Great Value brand. And what says great value than the words great value? What says it better? You know, you can't get any better than that. So here we are. And yes, there is a song. Do you want to hear the song?
Yes. But I do have to say that some of those radioactive shrimp memes are fire.
Yes, they are. Go ahead and cue the radioactive shrimp video on your end, and I'm going to play it here. On your mark.
Okay.
Get set. And go. Oh.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Which one are you playing now?
What the fuck is that?
The one that she's ripping things off?
No, that's the last one. So this is the
the Walmart. I got it.
Gomer Pyle. All right, next one.
I bought you from the freezer back in aisle 2, glowing in plastic, and I saw it moving too. If I was smart, I wouldn't eat what smells like glue. They took the shrimpies from a toxic murky sea, soaked them in something that perplexed the CDC, and now my stomach's screaming like it's TNT. I fed my children. What did I give them?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
One bite made me glow in the dark. And now we meet inside the ER late at night. The nurse is whispering that something just ain't right. They scan my insides and my organs look real bright. I'm now immobile. Shrimps from Chernobyl.
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
What the heck did I put in my cart?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
So good. The AI can never give us "I'm now immobile" shrimp from Chernobyl.
Unless you came up with that lyric yourself and typed it into
Yeah,
AI.
no, that is the spark of God at work.
And yes, they did make a t-shirt. And yes, it is for sale. And yes, I may have added it to my cart already. I don't care. Let's play it.
I bought you from the freezer back in aisle 2, glowing in plastic, and I saw it moving too. If I was smart, I wouldn't eat what smells like glue. They took the shrimpies from a toxic murky sea, soaked them in something that perplexed the CDC, and now my stomach's screaming like it's TNT. I fed my children. What did I give them?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
One bite made me glow in the dark. ER late at night. The nurse is whispering that something just ain't right. They scan my insides and my organs look real bright. Oh, oh, I'm now immobile. Oh, oh, shrimp from Chernobyl.
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
What the heck did I put in my cart?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
So good. So good. So good. You want me to buy your shit, make it a parody from this song. We laugh tonight. We do. We really do. How would you like to own a shirt like that? Would you wear a shirt like that?
Yeah.
Would
Would you? I would.
Yes. I'd even wear it to work.
I'm gonna
Because I'm
order
the
one,
ultimate
and then I'll wear it.
nerd.
And then when it comes, I'll wear it on the show for you and for our audience.
I might have to wait for next week's or 2 weeks till I get paid again. I bought way too much. Yeah, I bought some workout equipment. I better use it. Yeah, I've got to get back in shape. This is ridiculous. I've gone to pot, shall we say. Would you like to hear some ASMR? Sounds that give me life. Republicans getting screamed at by their constituents. It's not as long as I'd like. It's just a little tist. It's a tist.
Oh, a little tease. It's a little tease, is it?
Yes, it is. Here we go. Stop Lying, Part 1.
Tax cuts and higher wages.
Higher wages? For who? For you? Cost of living is higher than it's ever been.
With your remarks, and I'll be happy to take your questions.
Oh.
Start telling the truth.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying.
So I look forward to your questions.
Stop lying.
Lies.
Wow.
That was intense.
Yikes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, one of them was frog marched out of there. I saw video footage of it earlier, and I'm like, but I didn't put it together. I think it was from that very meeting. But yeah, these people. I tell you what, you want to stop this? You want to stop having fuckwits in office? You gotta stop voting for fuckwits. Democrats, you need to stop staying home on election day because you didn't like the candidate. The candidate was a black woman. Oh, she didn't speak about my favorite issue. Oh, she didn't say this, about that, about the Palestinians. So I'm going to punish her and vote third party. Or I'm not going to vote at all. Does Kamala Harris look punished to you? Does she look punished to you? Fucking asses. She just got done with a book tour. She's doing fine. We, the people, have to suffer for allowing these fuck nuggets, these ass wipes, to get in. Please.
I was just going to say, Kamala never hid any of her policies. They're all out there in the open. If only these people would open their smartphones and actually searched and done proper research like a normal person would do, instead of making inaccurate, misjudgmental statements. If they actually went and looked it up, they would actually see her policies. She did talk about them. She put them out there clearly. They just wanted...
Wouldn't it be lovely? Radioactive beer. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the background. It kind of bleeds into the glass, doesn't it? Let me see. Never mind. It's not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
At this point, I'd like to drink. I'll drink a whole barrel of it at this point. God, anything would be affordable.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is those white people should have gone out and voted for Kamala instead of either doing a tantrum and doing a performative stance and not voting, or
do you
secretly
think,
going out and voting for Trump.
Yeah. How do you think
Either
the
one is not
Palestinians?
acceptable.
Yeah, and I got to get that graph that shows who voted for what by race. 76, 75, 76%. 75, 76% white men voted for MAGA. 68 to 69% of white women voted for MAGA. And we Democrats outnumber both categories. So what went wrong? What happened? Why weren't we there? I said this to the well-read black girl. I said, I will start taking video. I'll start taking pictures of my ballot. I don't ever want it. You sent it already. I don't ever want it to be questioned. I don't want there to be any question of where I vote. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, this is why you have me. This is why you have me as co-host and supermod, because I'm fast in my fingers, and I get you the stuff that you want.
Because let's see. Let's do. I'm going to do voter skull fuckery 1. Does that sound good? Let me get the other graphic. You know what? We got time. Let's get the other one. And this is by sex by race. So white men, white women, black men. Oh, black women. I got to stop saying 92%. It's 97%.
And just look how many white women did not vote.
Yeah.
I am fucking appalled.
Yeah. And to be truthful, Donald Trump did not get a whole bunch of new voters. He got some, but not very much. So that tells me people voted third party or they didn't vote at all. All right. Voter skull fuckery. Okay, you know what? Let's bring it on board. Why not? Because we've got that kind of time. We're just going to do 1 and 2 just to... I don't have time to type it all out. Skull fuckery, fire 1. Boom. There it is. Yep. Boom. White men, white women. 24% of white men voted Democrat. 74% voted MAGA. 69% of women voted. Wow.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Now let me see this other one.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to get all the seasonings that we can, and I want to stick them in a jar of mayonnaise, and I want to mix that all up. And then I want to get, you know, the brush that you use to, like, a pastry brush that you use to smother pastries, and, you know, I want to get that smothered with mayonnaise, and I want to slap all these people in the face with mayonnaise that didn't vote for Kamala. Like, what were you doing? What was you thinking? Why did you hand the country over to a dictator, ketchup throwing twatticus? I'm being a bit spicy today.
Yeah, it says black women, black men, and black women, but one of them is not like the other. So, I gotta figure out what the common denominator is between those two, because they both say sex by race, but one is pertaining to something specific. So I gotta find out the context between the two, because they don't match up. But they're not. No, I don't think they're supposed to match up.
No,
they're not. Go ahead.
I was just trying to remember where I got them from.
I mean, this isn't hard to fact check. I mean, either it's
No, it's
97
not.
or 92% of black women. Black women turned out and stood 10 feet, 10 toes to the ground.
Hang on.
They
I
let
will
us
Google
know.
that right now.
Yeah. While you're doing that, let's go listen to some other ASMR. Supposed white people who want to tone police black voices are getting read for filth, and I'm here for it. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. This is the villainous.
I'm going to be dead ass
Bishop.
honest with you. Here in 2020.
Thomas the villain Bishop on TikTok. Here we go.
5. The most dangerous motherfucker in America, especially to the white power structure, is a motherfucker that doesn't need shit from them. A motherfucker that stands 10 toes down on what they believe in, and they don't care if you like it or not. I got this goofy ass bitch, Lisa Bell, or LB, whatever the fuck, who's from Canada, who seems to think that I should be more like Coon Hat Guy, teaching how to bridge the divide and reach out to me. Translation, how to kiss your ass. But the big bad villain, oh, he's such a race baiter. He put the bait out and I was a race fish and I bought it. I don't tap dance. And that's what makes me one of the most dangerous motherfuckers in America. But I'm not alone. I'm so not alone. Black women are starting to show y'all on a nearly constant basis that no, they don't have to listen to your beauty standards, nor do they have to listen to your allyship bullshit. They will do it themselves. For every one of y'all that want to talk about their weight, their height, their money, what have you, they all become Thanos and go, fine, I'll do it myself. They're not looking for your validation. There are members of the LGBTQIA+ that are not compromising who they are for your comfort. That's why y'all think things are being shoved down your fucking throat. It's not that it's being shoved down your throat. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that they're living their life and they refuse to fucking kiss your ass and tone it down. That's it. That is it. Every time one of you goofy fucking ghost pepper people say some shit like, speak English here in America. Somebody that speaks Spanish or somebody that speaks Japanese or Chinese or Vietnamese, they speak louder. The most dangerous motherfuckers in America today are people that do not need the white power structure for validation. The hatred I get has nothing to do with what I say. The hatred I get is for the fact that I do not need these fucking these lice legions approval. I don't. Wow. I do not. I don't need your validation. I don't need your fucking approval. Think about this. If black folks that speak like me were being racist, why do we have white followers? Why is it that white people flock to what we say? If what I'm saying isn't true and what others like me are saying is not true, why are y'all answering? You can't catch anybody with race bait if you ain't a race fish. Is it clear to you?
Sorry about that.
Y'all want us to compromise. Well, I'm sorry, no. Especially in this time. In this time. We have seen what compromising has gotten us. Donald Trump. We have seen what appeasement has gotten us. Donald Trump. We have seen what bipartisanship and going along to getting along has gotten us. MAGA. The best way to combat the bullshit that is the Make America Great Again movement is to be your motherfucking self with no compromise. That's why I'm not about to sit here and let some goofy ass white woman from Canada or all the rest of you goddamn moon crickets say a goddamn thing to me about what I believe and what I don't. If you think I'm being racist to white people, number one, give me proof of this. And number two, don't give me the definition unless you're going to give me both halves of it, which then would cause you to believe or think, well, wait a minute, we've never been in a marginalized grouping, so we can't be the victims of racism, especially when people that look like you are the ones that invented it. The most dangerous motherfucker you can be, not just on social media, but anywhere, is a motherfucker that ain't looking for the approval of people that hate you in the first place. What in the fuck do I look like chasing the approval of people that will talk bad about me behind my motherfucking back? There are people on my side of the political aisle that I can go say, go fuck yourself. I'm not looking for your approval either. An opinionated black man, an opinionated black woman, an opinionated gay person, an opinionated they person, black they person, are not looking for your motherfucking approval. That's why y'all think we're racist to white people. Because we're not kissing your ass. Because if we were being racist to white people, then other white people would not be fucking following us. They would not be listening to us. They would not be restitching and duetting our fucking words. Obviously, we're saying something in a time where people who really don't like us expect us to tap dance for them. These people who believe that talking about racism is CRTDEI want us to look for their fucking approval. I have been milling around something in my motherfucking head that I think I'm actually going to do. And that is the top coons on TikTok. An entire YouTube video, edited and everything. So I can expose the people that are looking for approval versus those who aren't. I watched U.S. Army Overlord basically tell a white dude that if you put your hands on that black woman, he gonna beat your ass. As well he should. And what did that white man do? Walk the fuck away. Y'all don't like this. But then again, your mothers didn't like Malcolm X. Your fathers didn't like Martin Luther King either. All it is the same bullshit tactics brought about for a digital age. Same arguments, fam. Same arguments. So what in the fuck makes you think we're going to be different than them? Not looking for your approval. Standing on what we believe in. Fighting for the things that we care about. And again, it ain't just black folk. I've noticed Asian content creators that talk shit about the white power structure are always shit on you hate white people. Latino content creators that talk about the white power structure and the damage that it has done worldwide are you hate white people. Members of the LGBTQIA plus that talk about the rampant homophobia, the lesbianophobia, and the rampant transphobia. Oh, well, you just hate straight people. How the fuck is it that all these people hate you, but you ain't done nothing wrong? So no. I don't know why in the fuck y'all keep expecting us to dim our fucking shine because you can't see. No. In fact, we're going to get a lot bigger. A whole lot more brightness coming. Because the white folks that are listening are starting to discover they're not white. They're an ethnicity. They're waking up to the knowledge that they are part of a tapestry. A worldwide tapestry, and they're not just a fucking color.
What he's alluding to is there are white people and then there are white people. The white people that hold all the power, hold all the cards, who give out little nuggets to the racist whites, poor folk, just to give them some hope to say, yeah, keep hating on the people you have more in common with, actually. They did the same thing during Jim Crow. They did the same thing during slavery. It was a steady stream of propaganda and indoctrination and misinformation. And it was the same back in the 1700s. Hell, we read it. The playbook was right here. This is how the rich business owners, the owners that owned all the land, all the property, and all the means of production and capital, we read it here, folks. We read it here. They gave the playbook. They convinced the poor white people to hate the black people because they did not want them joining forces and pushing them out of power. So they enacted legislation, they enacted laws, and they gave certain incentives to certain white people to give them the illusion that they were better off if they upheld white supremacy. That is what the bishop is talking about. That is what he's learning. That is what he's trying to teach. He said, you're not white. You're an ethnicity. But you're not white. You're not in the club. You'll never be in the club. You'll never be fully accepted.
They're waking up to the lies that all of y'all have tried to pass down from generation to generation. We are helping to create the last generation of people that believe that bullshit. And y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like it that the world is becoming a hell of a lot more black, a hell of a lot more blonde. You're going to hear a lot more Spanish, a lot more Chinese, a lot more Japanese, a lot of Korean. You're going to see a whole lot of women standing on what they believe in, owning their own fucking bodies. You're going to see a whole lot more LGBTQIA plus people coming out of the closet and being gay openly and happily. And then what the fuck are you going to do? You will be the antiquated ones. So the most dangerous motherfuckers in the world today, to the white patriarchal power structure, the colonial mindset, are people that don't need to fucking get approval from them. If we don't need your approval, we don't need you either. You probably need to think about it. Get down or lay down.
Boom. Boom. That's it. That's all I got. I mean, the mic is dropped at that point. Yeah. This is how they rig the system. Yeah. This is how they do it. This is how they do it. Each and every time. Every goddamn time. Well, this has been a radioactive show. I cannot tell you how radioactively exciting this has been.
It was so exciting that when I was doing research through my finger or my phone accidentally booted me off the show panel for about 5 seconds. But I did get the polls that you wanted, and I posted them in the show chat.
I got that screenshot. We'll start using that from now on because it seems to be more explanatory. The other two, there's got to be missing context, and I'm not sure what context is missing. So to avoid conflicting information.
Because one of those polls that I got off 2 different political people that I follow that share the news, and I shouldn't have done that. So this one is actually off Kamala herself. So will be more informational. We'll have more information that we need on there because we pride ourselves on this show bringing actual factual comments instead of misinformation.
We try. We're trying to push back against the hordes of disinformation. Well, thank you so much. And if you'd like more independent media in your eyes and in your ears, please consider supporting the channel, supporting the show. Links are down in the description. Please like, share, subscribe. We would love for you to subscribe. We need to build the YouTube family, as it were. Also, don't forget the well-read black girl. Please give. I'm going to have her link in the description on how to give to her campaign. You're not going to believe this. You know that white woman that used the N-word against that autistic child several months back? She raised over $80,000 on Give, Send, Go.
Are you fucking kidding?
I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding
the
you.
fuck?
I
That is
am
disgusting.
so sick and goddamn tired of us barely scraping pennies. We should have made this woman whole. Well-read black girl should be whole by now. It's been 6-7 weeks now.
It
What
has.
the fuck?
So far, I know it's not a big amount, but so far our show has managed to raise about £116 that we've actually donated to Well-Read Black Girl at the moment.
Yeah,
when more comes in,
stop.
we can send more.
I need to stop spending money on TikTok and just start giving this money. I mean, again, I dropped $30 on stupid TikTok coins. What the fuck? I could have just turned around and given it to her, and that would have been the end of it. Why are we giving? By the way, anytime you give gifts on TikTok, they take about 1/3 of it. They take a third.
Yeah, that's
for
disgusting.
themselves.
Have you been dopey like me and get caught up in the music TikTok battles? Because I'm quite caught up in that at the moment, and I need to get myself out of it because I'm spending more coins than I can afford.
Yeah. We got to stop. I mean, send a rose every now and then. It's a TikTok coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
we've got to stop.
I'm going to
TikTok our hard-earned dollars.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to put the money towards people who actually need help. People like Well-Read Black Girl, people who genuinely need it, not wasting it on like battles, because they're fun, but it's helping the person that's getting the gifts, but it's not going towards a good cause. That is what I mean.
I mean, for now, it's just we've got to start thinking strategically.
Yeah.
Instead of hemorrhaging money. But that's another subject.
Exactly.
All right. With that being said, I want to real quickly.
Don't forget, we have a Discord. Come join our Discord. Come discuss with us. We would love to have you in our Discord.
Let me just double check to make sure that
the Discord link should be in the description.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the hyperlinks don't translate when you copy and paste from one to the other. It is. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for being with us and hanging out with us. We appreciate it so much. Please, we'll see you all next week. Thank you for tuning in and turning out. And with that, we will leave you with some inspirational music. Something like that. Take care, everybody.
Mm.